Hi everybody, this is Waldorf,
This is Statler.
and today we're going to talk about the new Army Direction Surveys.
No, we're not. We're going to tell you that you need to vote.
We're going to tell you that you need to vote. The Army Direction Surveys, vote,
Vote.
vote.
We're
Yeah.
old guys. We got nothing else to do but go and vote.
Go and vote.
It's huge.
It's huge. Vote early, vote often.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't vote early anymore because we're a week behind or so.
And the 9 days won't let you vote often.
And they won't let you vote often. I don't know what the problem with them is, but, particular about that. Anyway, what they've done is the Ninth Age now wants people's input. They've always wanted people's input, but they now are asking for input specifically on your army. They want to know what your perceived weaknesses is on your army.
Perceived weakness?
Perceived weakness.
Or not perceived, what you think the weaknesses should be for the army.
Correct.
What the strength should be of your army.
And
The play
styles.
what you think play styles your army should be good at, and the play styles you think your army should be bad at.
Correct. Because they're trying to make sure that armies have a flavor, unlike some other games.
Exactly. So they're not all the armies aren't exactly the same.
Right. Because I think we've mentioned a couple times that some of the armies seem to have been covering their weaknesses and things like that, and this is getting it kind of back to where it was. Where it's actually not. I'm going to say back where it was. Never where it really was, but back to where every army has a strength, a weakness.
Right. At least a perception of.
Yes.
There was always this perception, whether it existed or not, is something else.
Right. So what they've done is they've created these, and I'll put this over here real quick. They've created in the Ninth Age forum, under general discussion, there's these Army Direction Surveys.
And we'll have the link in the description.
Yes, we'll post it down there if I remember. And from here you can go, like for me, the Orcs and Goblins poll. You can vote on as many of these as you like. Don't vote frivolously just to post something out there, but vote on as many of these as you have strong feelings about and think know what you're talking about, or like us, just think we know what we're talking about.
Or oblivious and just have stupid opinions.
Right. And you can see these are just kind of the thing. They're looking for strengths, the mobility, range, leadership. You can see a lot of these, and you can select up to 6.
And be careful. I will admit, on one of the surveys, I scrolled more than I realized, and I answered one of them backwards.
Did you really?
Yeah, you can't undo it, unfortunately. So be careful.
That's not good.
No.
As you'll see here, the poll does end on August 31st. We're a little late getting this out. We would have liked to have gotten it out before.
Well, we did sort of tape it earlier.
We taped this about a week or 10 days ago, and
there was a little technical glitch, as we're prone to have.
And this has been a long time, but anybody who's listening to us the first few videos we did will understand, we still haven't gotten over some of those. But anyway, so there's the kind of the polls that they're looking for, and again, they're looking for this for every army, so feel free to go out there and vote on what you think you know about.
Yeah, definitely, because as I said, this is an opportunity to have direct feedback. They've been very clear. They want results of games. They don't want just hero. They don't want theory hammer.
Correct.
They can do that. They want results of games, but every so often they have surveys. And this is an official 9th Day survey, not something that just somebody put up because they felt like it.
Right. This isn't one of those, what do you think about Black Orcs?
Exactly. Does anybody take this unit or whatever?
Exactly.
And it's important because we're now heading into the fall where they've just recently posted on their schedule for the next series of updates.
Correct.
And it's really to get them up to version 2 of the book. They've reconsolidated. They're reconsolidating how they're doing the Army books going forward. They haven't posted any of those names yet, I don't believe. I just haven't seen it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. And the input is important because what they basically want to do is whatever tweaks they make to the Army, the various armies, and from what we can tell, it's not going to be radical changes. There's just going to be tweaks here and there, and where maybe some armies are a little overpowered, or some units are maybe underperforming, or maybe an army has covered a few too many of its weaknesses and no longer has any. They want to make sure that
yeah.
I didn't quite understand it.
Ogres.
Ogres aren't so bad.
I'm sorry.
Not-
Dwarves.
Not compared to infernal dwarves.
Infernal dwarves? Yes. Yeah, there's an army with dread weakness. They're terrible.
It's not like those overpowered orcs and goblins. Yeah.
Sorry, I just can't seem to look at my own army as being overpowered,
Yeah.
even though it is way overpowered.
Exactly. That's why it keeps coming up in the bottom of the polls.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
No, anyway.
But seriously, this is the feedback that they're looking for, and we're guessing they'll tally. And once again, we're all about the ninth age, and we want people to get involved, because the more data that they have, the better decisions that they can make.
Yeah, and hopefully the better the game will continue to get.
Exactly.
It's a great game as it is, and like I said, best fantasy game I've played.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it'll just continue to improve.
Exactly.
Would be great. All right. Well, thanks for that, and see you around on the next reports we do.
Vote.
What? Oh, vote. Vote.